Up next on Madden Football. Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's our visiting team and our home team. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love this moment where we have a champion in the NFC crowned on this field. Couple of teams don't like each other. What are you going to be watching for in this one, partner?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things about these conference championship games, Mike, is how well these two teams know each other. When you find yourself here in the NFC, you're playing, not maybe every year, but you're playing each other a lot. You know their tendencies, you know the roster, you know the opposing coaching staff. There's some bad blood built up, not only over the course of this season, but previous ones. And tell you what, we wanted the best two teams in the conference with a game on the line to go to the Super Bowl, and I think we got it.
So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
This place is rocking right now, Mike. I mean, neither one of us can even hear each other speak. This crowd is certainly doing their part. They're trying to create as hostile of an environment as humanly possible to give their team the upper hand. And he's going to have to overcome this atmosphere if he's... to the Super Bowl. This isn't going to be an easy task by any stretch of the imagination, but as long as he goes out there and he plays smart and aggressive, they're going to have a shot to fly back home as NFC champs.
Another run here with White, and he'll get past the marker, so he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short. Play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. He's got the hook up there. It's Odell Beckham Jr.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
A gain there of 16 yards. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain, fresh set of downs.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. They'll look to throw yet again. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. On comes Greg Zerline to try the field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Vikings are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become a legend, not only for your franchise, but to the entire city. His play throughout the year has helped them get to the point where the NFC Championship is taking place in their stadium. And if he's able to continue to play at that high level of these next 4 quarters, his team's going to have a real shot to end the weekend as NFC champions.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll look to throw. A man left side. It's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Here we go, sack.
He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. Strong. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. In motion comes Beckham. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly downfield for Beckham.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The motion man is Johnson. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's White. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll go again with White. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Ready up!
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. 1st down picked up on the ground.
Ready, ready!
One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. 3.
Let's go now.
1st and 10.
Go!
Now this time they'll look to throw. That is caught right side by Beckham. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. A short game, down to the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go!
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes Greg Zerline to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 6-3 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Redwoods offense ready for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Set it.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Open man, left side, he's got it. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag
Personal
back
foul.
in the backfield.
Roughing the passer.
Is it a hold,
Defense.
or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up 1st and goal. A run up the middle with Barkley. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. 2nd and goal.
Set.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
What is up?
Shotgun now for Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Redwoods will tie the game at 6.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All square now at 6 aside as the ball's back in the air again. This taken at the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Vikings offense and running back Rashad White ready for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one into the hands of Beckham. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, it's White. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete to Jordan. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So after the touchdown at the other end, Zerline is out to kick this one off. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Redwoods offense ready to take over once again. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Now a play fake. Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Set. Ready.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Set.
Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Set. Set.
Herbert to the air again. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
380. Set.
Herbert to the air again. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Vikings offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And a good gain. He's going to be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
On the jump.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here we go. Here we go. Ha, ha.
They'll look to throw again. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly downfield for Beckham. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Mike and Greg. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, Isaiah McKenzie now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Redwoods offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
Set.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Set. Real.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set. What is it?
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Green 80. Get out. Ready.
Herbert to throw. He's across midfield. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes in the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. They'll run. It's Barkley. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. 2nd and 7.
Set. Set.
Now, Herbert. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set. What is it?
One more time, they try Barkley. And he will dive into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Redwoods. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. Here comes Ford on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
The drive begins with a run by White. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
Set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. 20 yards on that pass play. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Set. Ready.
Back to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
To give to White. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
And that is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Set.
The tight end going in motion to the left.
Ready.
Herbert now on 1st down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
3rd and long.
Set. Ready.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll try and get there on the ground. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down.
Set. Set.
They'll run it here with Saquon. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Set. Set.
Throwing, Herbert. This one complete to Ridley. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7.
380.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
380.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
They'll try it now with Barkley.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
What is it?
Now Herbert. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. One quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports.
Set.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Go. Ready.
A run with Barkley. Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here
Set.
as we get to 1st and goal. Here's Barkley, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Redwoods. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC.
Ready? Go! Ready?
He'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Hold it ready.
Second down and 3. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's complete. And it is Beckham. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jordan. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. To the air one more time. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. They'll throw out of the gun. This throw left side taken in by Johnson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. A give, and here's White. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Here we go, set.
He'll drop to throw. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Brevin Jordan. Touchdown, Vikings. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with first down. Quick throw here is complete, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set. Set.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
First and 10.
Set.
Here's Barkley. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Set.
To throw is Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target. The ball falls incomplete. Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Now Barkley. He won't gain a lot of traction there. Down only to the 24. Second down and 8.
Set.
Moss in motion. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first.
Set. Hey, Ray. Set.
They'll run the draw with Barkley. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
Set.
Herbert going to try to throw on third down. This is intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll start this on the ground. And here's White. Oh, the defense snuffed that one out. He'll lose yardage. Mark him back at the 3. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Back to crown the NFC champion after this. They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Odell Beckham Jr. there. And third down coming up.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. Now on 2nd and long.
60 Eagles.
Now they'll set up to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. They go down as an incompletion. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is taken at the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. This is 1st and 10.
Set. Green hot.
Herbert. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime. So, overtime coming up. Reminder, these rules different from the regular season. Each team gets to possess the football once. After that time, its next score wins. Each team gets 3 timeouts. Any defensive score ends the game. And all replay challenges come from upstairs. We'll play as long as we need to until we get a winner. As if playoff football wasn't stressful enough, it is jacked up now. We're back underway with this postseason overtime session. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense. And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Set. What is it?
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
380.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Set. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll get this close to the 1st down marker, taken down just shy at the 38. Third and a yard.
Set. 380. Green hot. Go.
Once again, it's Barkley. And the drive will stay up. He's got the 1st down up to the 44.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did to pick up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Set.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Set.
On second down, here's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Set. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. There's that man again, another catch. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
380.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Set. Set.
Now a play fake. Herbert. A pass. Caught by Saquon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Run.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They send Ridley in motion. He keeps it himself. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Set. Let's go, let's go. What is it?
They'll run with Barkley. And he will score again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown Redwoods.
And with these new overtime rules in the postseason, Mike, remember, most teams want to go on defense first. But here, they get the ball first, and they go down and score. Now their defense knows we have to hold them out of the end zone. And we find ourselves moving on.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making. And I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw. I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw. But I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved a touchdown along the way.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your...
And they have done it! Matching touchdowns here in OT. And now they'll have a chance to win with a 2-point conversion.
Mike, what a game, but now what decision are they going to make? They find themselves down 1. I think this is a no-brainer. Ball on the 2-yard line, dial up your best offensive play, and go win this game now.
You had a feeling they might do this if they scored. The head coach says, let's end it here.
Let's go.
They'll go for 2 and the win. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for Greg Olson, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll see you in 2 weeks in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Till then, good night, everyone.